G'day guys and welcome to this Champions League edition of Beyond the 90. I am your host, Alex Ellerman. Well, we are all ready for match day 4 of the European Champions League, and now is really when it starts to heat up. All the teams know each other, they've all played each other, and now we start going through all the return legs of this group stage. So, we will start seeing who is going to be pushing for those front 2 spots and get into the knockout stages of this tournament. So I'm going to quickly go through all the previews of match day 4 and give you my tips for who I think will get over the other teams. Group A sees Malmo host Atletico Madrid. Now this one is pretty basic, pretty written in the sand. I think Atletico Madrid will be far too strong for Malmo, and they should be able to get nice and on top of this group and look to get into that next stage. The other game in Group A sees Olympiacos host Juventus. Now this game is really important for Group A because this is really going to be depicting on who gets into that second spot. Olympiacos are playing absolutely fantastic football. Juventus have just started to hit their strides in Serie A, and now they'll be looking to mirror that form in the Champions League. So this game is going to be really important. The winner of this will be looking to cement that second spot going further on into this group stage. For me, for quality, I feel that Juventus are just starting to get into that purple patch, and they're really, really strong at the moment. But then again, you can't count out Olympiacos, so this game is going to go down to the wire. For me, I think it's going to take a little bit of brilliance to separate the two, but I'm going to put my tip behind Juventus getting over the Greek side away. Group B sees Real Madrid host Liverpool. Now, last time this game was played, Liverpool got absolutely smacked 3-0. So Liverpool have got a lot of redeeming to do and making sure that they can really give Madrid a run for their money. Real have already pretty securely in that top spot, and they should be looking to get through to the next stage. But for the other 3 teams in this group, it's all about getting into that second spot as well. So Liverpool and Real, that's going to be a really big test for Liverpool, who are in a really poor run of form at the moment. The next game in Group B sees Basel versus Ludogorets. Now this game is very important for these two sides, and they will both be looking to get the 3 points and really put pressure on Liverpool in getting into that second spot. For me, I really feel that this game is going to go down to the wire, and I don't think that either side have got the quality to really finish each other off. So I'm going to put it to be a 0-0 draw. And in that first game, I think that Real Madrid will get over Liverpool quite comfortably. Group C sees Zenit St. Petersburg host Bayern Leverkusen. Now this game is a big standing to see who is going to get into that first spot. Group C is nice and open and is ready for anyone to really take advantage and hit their stride. For me, I think that this game really should go Zenit St. Petersburg's way. They have a lot of quality and they are playing fantastic at the moment. However, Bayern Leverkusen have really been the dark horse of this group. No one really expected them to perform well, but they come out and they've come out strong. So I'm not going to count them out, and I've backed them all the way this time, but I do feel that Zenit St. Petersburg will be far too strong for Bayern Leverkusen this match. The other game of Group C says Benfica host Monaco. Now Benfica have been really poor away from home, so hopefully they can get their home form a lot better than we know it to be. But for me, Monaco are going to be far too strong, and it's really in this group a battle between Zenit, Bayern Leverkusen and Monaco to who's going to get through to that knockout stages. So I don't think that Benfica offer Monaco any real threat in this match, and Monaco should be able to get over Benfica quite comfortably. Group D sees Borussia Dortmund host Galatasaray. Galatasaray have been really disappointing and really below standard of what we expect from them. The Turkish side usually bringing out their best of the best when it comes to European football, but they just haven't been able to play it all well this Champions League campaign. Dortmund, however, have been absolutely fantastic in European Champions League. It's a bit surprising how they're going at the moment in the Bundesliga, but that doesn't seem to be rubbing off into their Champions League form. So for me, Dortmund will be far too strong for Galatasaray, and they'll make it 4 out of 4. The next game of Group D sees Arsenal host the Belgian champions Anderlecht. Arsenal, look, Alexis Sanchez has been absolutely brilliant for them, and he has been their saving light for a lot of their league games and their Champions League games as well. So I expect him to keep his fantastic run of form going, and they should be able to get over Anderlecht quite comfortably and really start to secure that second spot, giving them a bit of breathing space between Galatasaray and their opponents this week. The next round of matchday 4 games sees Bayern Munich host Roma. Now, last time out, Roma got absolutely belted at home 7-1 in what was an absolutely shocking defeat. So Roma will be hoping to turn that around, but I do feel that Bayern Munich are far too strong, and they will keep their impressive run of form in the Champions League going, and they should be able to get over Roma quite comfortably, making it an even 4 out of 4 for them. In the next game, Manchester City host Moscow. Now, Manchester City have a lot of making up to do in this return leg. Last time out, they got 2-0 up at halftime, and complacency snuck into the team, and they dropped a valuable 3 points for a single point. So they have a lot to prove against this Moscow side that are really just in this now for bragging rights. They are in a very difficult group, and no one really expects them to get into the next round. But really, in this group, it's between Bayern Munich, Roma, and Manchester City to really start pushing for those top 2 spots. Group F sees PSG host Apoel. Now, PSG have been in a bit of weird form as of late. They're really up and down. Edinson Cavani has really been their saving grace. He's been the one man to really get into those spaces and find the back of the net, and I expect him to do so in this match against Apoel. They should be able to get over them quite comfortably at home. The other game in Group F sees Barcelona host Ajax. Now, Barca have been in really disappointing form in La Liga lately. They've been struggling to find a win. Luis Suarez is back, so maybe he can be their difference maker in Champions League football. But for me, Ajax have got the perfect opportunity to get over Barcelona in this game, and they should be able to take it. Even though it is away from home for them, they need to really go out there and just press Barca, force the mistakes, and find the back of the net, getting them into that second spot and just starting to make Barca fight for it a little bit more. So for me, I'm going to back Ajax in that blockbuster match. Group G sees Sporting host Schalke. Now, for this game, Schalke really need to start cementing their position in this group. They've been a little bit topsy-turvy as of late. Their German form is absolutely fantastic, but their Champions League form has been a little bit up and down. Their stars need to start shining and start showing why they are one of the better teams in the German league. So for me, I reckon that they should be able to get over Sporting quite comfortably. The next game of Group G sees Maribor host Chelsea. Now, Maribor have just got to really put up their walls and just try and hold this Chelsea side off. I don't think they offer anything up front to really challenge the English side, but I think that they should be able to put a strong defensive effort to really stop their goal-scoring abilities. Chelsea have just got a lot of superstars at the moment. All their players are playing fantastic, and they should be able to get over Maribor quite comfortably. So Chelsea should be able to get into that game and cement their spot on top of this group. Group H sees Atletico Bilbao host Porto. Now, Bilbao have been rather disappointing across all of their European Champions League campaign. They had a lot of expectations to do really well, and they haven't lived up to any of them. So they really want to make sure that they can really turn it around in these last 3 games, even if it's not to get through the qualification, just for a little bit of pride. So they host Porto at home. The Portuguese giants Porto have been absolutely fantastic throughout this European Champions League campaign, and they should be able to get over Bilbao quite comfortably. And I feel that they will be the ones to go through and top this group. The last game of the round in Group H sees Shakhtar host Barté. Now, Shakhtar had an absolute field day last time against Barté. 5 of the best. And they should be able to do the same. They will mirror that last game and just put so many goals past Barté, getting their goal average nice and high and really making sure that Barté have no threat for that second spot. Well, that's all we've got time for in this Champions League edition of Beyond the 90. Good luck to all the sides playing in Champions League this week, and good luck to your side if they are playing as well. Always remember that you can check up on all my blogs at www.beyondthe90.net and follow me on Twitter at Alex_Ellerman. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week with a wrap-up of Match Day 4 of the European Champions League.